Hey guys, so as you can see, I got a mink box over there, a floating mink box. It's pre-baited, but there's no trap in it. I'm just finishing setting up my float, a little bit of carrot, and then muskrat lure. And I'll put a number 1 on both sides where my little nail is, and wire it off to my stake, and I'll be good to go. So there we have it. There's the finished set. As you can see, got my carrot. Put a bit of grass over top of the traps just to conceal them a little bit, and we'll come back tomorrow and have a look and see what's what. Dave Vandermeer seems to think these floats work good, so we'll give them a test out this year and see how they work. So I put in another muskrat float there, and I don't know how well you can see anymore, but there's fresh mud on this beaver hut. So I'm going to put a caster mount in, set in over there, and another one up there someplace in that little divot. And then I'll put another float right on that little island right there. Unfortunately it started to rain, but can't do much about that. And I might throw a mink box, the other mink box, just on the side of the hut here someplace, and we'll see how that works out. Hey guys, so it's raining again. Sun shower. But I put a caster mount set in there. There's a little channel that goes up, and then I put a float there too, because all up in there is a bunch of trails that look like muskrat trails. So, and then I put a entrance set over on that side of the hut. I'm not exactly sure where the other entrance is. I'm thinking it's under this big pile of brush here, but I'm not really sure, so I just went with the one. But with this caster mount set here, well, should be able to get 1 or 2 anyways. And there's fresh mud on this hut too. So now I've got in so far 4 floats, 4 beaver sets, and 1 cage. Hey guys, so as you can see, there's an old beaver hut here, and doesn't look like there's any activity at it, except that's a kidney stone, or kidney bean, or muskrat turd. I like to call them kidney beans. That's kind of what they look like. So I put a float here. I'm assuming that the rats have taken over the hut, and we'll see what happens. I might actually I have blue clothespins with me, so I might stick one on the tree here just so I can spot it. So I think you can see my blue clothespin there. That's just at that float that I was just showing you. Just that way there, when I'm driving by real slow, I'll spot it. And okay, so I put another float down here. That log right there's got a bunch of muskrat scat on it. I ended up tying right to the log because I didn't have anything to stake into the ground, and that's actually a floating mat, so I can't even get out of the boat to do anything, because the bottom you just sink, and well, you can see I just sunk that whole thing right underwater before it comes back up, so it's not like I can do much. There's another log right there that looks like it's got a bit of scat on it, so I'm going to go check it out. And then we'll maybe check out the other side over there and see for one more. Good morning guys. So I'm at this creek here. I set it yesterday. It was the one that I caught 9 beavers out of the pond up there last spring. I set the rat cage in yesterday and got myself a pair. So that's a good start for the season. A couple of rats. Rat number 1. I think I can reach this other one. I also just got a soaker. Good start to the day. I'm gonna have to make sure I wear my boots when I come in here. Rat number 2, just 2 small little guys. But it's a start. We'll get them back to the truck. We'll go hop in the boat and see what's happening on the lake. Hey guys, so as you can see, I got a muskrat float here. I'm on the lake now. Well, I'm on the lake. I'm at my parents' place still, but I'm on the lake. So we'll get this pulled up and see. I see 1 rat for sure. Oh, I got 2. I got a double. Uh-oh. One's caught on that stick in there. There we go. So there's rat number 1. Katie will be happy. There's rat number 2. Ooh, double front paw catch on that one. Cool. So that's a good start. 4 rats in the first 2 traps. I have a float over there. It's empty. This one here's got 1 trap missing. The 330 that's in the cubby there is still there. That one's got a beaver in it. And I'm gonna check that mink box, but I think the bait's gone out of it. So I do have a rat in here. I can see him under the water. I'll get him out and then I'll paddle over to the mink box and see what's in it. And then grab the beaver. I know I have 1 other beaver that I saw on the way in. So out of 4 sets, I think I got 2 for sure. Maybe 3. I didn't notice the other. I couldn't see the other one. So, yeah, we'll get this rat out. We'll get the beaver out. We'll get everything reset, and we'll carry on. So there's Mr. Big Ass Muskrat. He's a nice size. That'll be good. And the mink box did get hit, except apparently so did the piece of fish that I had in the boat yesterday. So I guess I have a mink running around the lake as well by my parents' place, which is probably not a bad thing. I'll put a mink box on the end of the dock and nail him. So there's Mr. Beaver. Nice size. And yeah, that's what we like to see. He's a dead beaver. That's beaver number 1 for this year. Not bad for only having 4 sets out. We'll get them out, get it reset, and we'll carry on. Nice size beaver. Hey guys, so I had an entrance set down in here. I'll show you that in a second. And then over there where the float is on the right, well, there's a beaver sitting on the float. I don't know if there's any rats there too, but the beaver pretty much took out the float. That's okay because I got the beaver. And here's that entrance set. I caught it a little kit, which, yeah, okay, it's a small one, but whatever. I honestly wasn't expecting to catch a kit in here, just because I didn't think this hut was that old, but, or that they were using it that much. But hey, beaver's a beaver, and that's 3 out of 4 traps, so can't complain about that. Hopefully my floats keep producing as well as they have been so far. I got 3 rats out of 3 floats, so that's good. 6 traps though, so I guess I'm only at 50%, but still. We'll see what that one looks like, and then I have one more in the channel up in there, along with another funnel trap. So we'll get this guy out, we'll go get the other one out, give you a show of them, and then we'll carry on. There's Tiny Tot. Like I said, just a little guy, but hey, can't always get the big ones. So I'll get this reset and move on to the next one. I'll show you the set when I put. So I know it's a little hard to see, but straight down, the entrance is right underneath me. And that's where I caught this little guy coming back in yesterday. So hopefully I'll catch another one next time I come and check. In the meantime, I'll go get that other guy out and then we'll carry. I don't know how well you can see my blue clothespin, but it's in there and I can see it quite well. I can also see the float. Both traps are gone on it. There's lots of poop on it. I think this will be good. So you can see all the poop on my float. I'm not sure where the rats are, but how the heck did he pull that off? I got him in both traps, back foot and front foot. Would have thought that was far enough away. Oh well, one rat's good enough. I'll take that. We'll get this reset, rebaited, and then we'll carry on. One trap missing on that one trap missing on that one. So we'll see what we got. Perfect landing. Feels heavy enough. You might not be able to see anything for the moment, but give me a second. And muskrat number 7 for today. So that's cool. And the other one, like I said, it's got a trap missing anyways. This is that log where I showed you from yesterday's setting and the earlier on in the video. I had to tie straight to the log because of the floating mats, and there's not really anything to anchor to. So we'll get him out, and then we shall carry on. So there's the last float that I had out. I had 9 out overnight. I ended up with 8 rats, and this one got hit, but I didn't catch anything. You can see the poop on it, and there's still some carrot left there, so I'm not going to put more on it. But yeah, so 9 floats. 2 rats were caught in a cage or a funnel trap, and then the other 6 were in floats. I had 1 double, and then the rest were singles. So 3 floats didn't catch a rat, and the rest did. So these floats of Dave's with the 2x6, I have to say they do work, or at least they seem to be working, and we're going to keep using them. They're nice and easy to make, nice and easy to transport. They stack well in the boat, and I've got 6 with me here that I'll put out again today, and then I still think I have, that must mean I have 13 left at home to put out yet, but I can only put so much in the boat. You can see I'm already full up. When you throw 3 beavers and 4 rats in with it, well, it doesn't take long, you don't have much room. This one here I didn't stake wire off like I did the other ones. I just stuck a pole down the center, which is another way you can do it. It seems to work okay, but I'm not sure why I didn't connect on the rats, but I didn't connect, so that's fine. Maybe next time. So just on the other side of that little weed bed, there's the one right in front of me, then there's a space, and then there's another one. Is Mr. Beaver. So that's good news. Tells me there's sign here for them. He doesn't look like a real big one, but that's okay. Take what I can get and carry on. But the only sets I can really make on a lake are caster mount sets, and I should stick poplar poles in behind the trap, fresh poplar, as added bait and attractant. That seems to really help. Oh, there's the splash. Alright, so I'll get a muskrat float put out here, and then we'll carry. Hey guys, so I'm just down this little creek here from the lake. Put a muskrat float over there. There's a channel up off to the side. I put a beaver set up in it, and then just by these that tag alder and the dead stumps, I put in another 330. I think I got 3 or 4 left, and then I've still got 4 floats left. So we'll drop in another float up there. There's a log that has muskrat poop on it. We'll put a float in by it, and then we'll carry on up and drop off the last 3 floats and the last traps. Excuse me, at the next hut. I'm just having a little break here. Beautiful sunny day, and enjoying the time out in the bush. Nothing better than trapping. So I got 8 muskrats and 3 beaver today, so that's pretty good. I'll take that. Good start to the season. It is warm out. As you can see, all the leaves are still mostly green. It's been unseasonably warm in Ontario this year. Well, this fall anyways. So if somebody wants to send me some cold weather, please feel free to do so. I would like some frost and maybe some snow. At least frost for 3 weeks. Alrighty. We'll catch you guys after. So there's that log I was telling you about that had a whole bunch of poop on it. I'm gonna stick a stake in the ground. I got a couple big long heavy duty poles here. I'll stick one in the mud here and I'll put a float on it, and then we shall carry on. Hey guys, so you watched me put that cast around set in there. I did something I don't normally do on the lake, and I don't normally do this time of year, is I put 2 entrance sets in. Just that seemed like the best place to set, and there wasn't much for channels other than that one going up into the bush. So I said screw it, I'll just try 2 entrance sets, since there's only 2 entrances on most lake huts anyways. And we'll see what happens with that. So I got 2 floats left to put in. Up over yonder on the other side I put one in there on that log. And then I'll put 2 on the other side of it. Hey guys, so I'm back at the fur shed. Miss Katie's just chilling outside waiting for me to start skinning so I can give her a piece of beaver. I'm just letting them dry a little bit more. They got mostly dry in the boat for the 3 beavers, but they got a little bit left to go. So we'll let them dry out and then we'll skin them up. The muskrats, I got 8 of them today. They're up on the rack. They're all drying out, and then we'll skin them all up. And while I'm waiting for them to skin up, I'll do a few other things. And then tomorrow we'll go back out and check again. So I hope you enjoyed today's episode, and we shall see you guys next time. Happy trapping!